Situated just 5 miles outside the bustling city of Chattanooga, Tennessee, sits one of the South's most well-known railfan hotspots. Coffey's Cliff, named after Scott Coffey, sits at the north end of Norfolk Southern's Butts Yard in Chattanooga. This location has gained lots of traction in recent years due to the variety of action one can see at any given time. The track you see in the foreground, closest to the cliff, is CSX's WNA Subdivision. The second set of tracks are the southernmost point of Norfolk Southern's CNO&TP district, and the rest of the tracks are yard leads into Norfolk Southern's Butts Yard. On any given day, one can see lots of pull-downs and yard jobs working hard to build outgoing trains. On the evening of March 26, 2023, we see CSX M203 rumbling south past the cliff. M203 is empty auto racks from Osborne Yard in Louisville, Kentucky to Baldwin, Florida, and is making good speed through Chattanooga. The action doesn't slow down, as moments after M203 passes our cameras, movement on the Norfolk Southern side starts up. The rear of southbound NS 143 slowly rolls past our cameras on the CNO&TP line. We aren't sure what was leading this train, but the rear distributed power unit was EMD ST70 Ace, number 1048. As I mentioned before, one can see lots of yard movements past the cliff, and today would be no exception, as RPE4C number 738 and GP40-2 number 3019 lug a yard job to the north end. While watching this job move back and forth, CSX southbound train M582 sneaks up on us, with General Electric ES44AC 3076 leading the charge. The following afternoon, we're back once again at Coffey's Cliff. Moments after our arrival, the action kicks off, with a string of 6-axle road power being taken out of the engine tracks. The first two locomotives would be products of GE, while the third unit would be an EMD. Just past the Wilder Street overpass, the two GEs would cut away from the SD-70 and go pick up a cut of cars. The SD-70 was left there, presumably to be added as a distributed power unit on its outbound train. Approaching from the south would be one of railroading's many oddities, and one of the main talking points of this video. Norfolk Southern 867 and 6181 lug another yard job towards the north end of the butts. Now you may be asking yourself, what's wrong with 867? Where is its cab? To explain this, we first need to learn what a slug locomotive is. A slug does not have a prime mover installed, so it is essentially just a giant brick. However, it is installed with traction motors to help move a train. The reason these locomotives are called slugs is because they operate well at slow speeds. Kind of a generic name, I know, but that's what all my research has led me to see. A slug is unable to move under its own power, and the only way it can move is if it is attached to what is called a mother unit, which provides power to the slug's traction motors. In this case, the mother unit is ST40-2 6181. Making a reappearance at Coffey's, NS 738 pulls down another cut of cars. What you may not know is that this too is considered a slug unit, even though it may not look like one. There are two main variants of slug units, road slugs and yard slugs. The main difference is that road slugs have cabs, whereas yard slugs, such as 867, do not. Road slugs are becoming more and more common across railroads in the US, for their ability to be used on normal trains instead of being assigned solely to yards. .738 is a former Southern Railway high-hood GP50, but was gutted and converted in the late 2000s into what it is now. Something that 738 is equipped with, that not all slugs have, is dynamic braking. This feature allows the operator of the train to turn the energy from traction motors into a generator to help slow down the train. This is something that most modern locomotives are equipped with, but most slugs are not. Something else you may notice is how nobody is inside of these locomotives. That means these locomotives are equipped with RCO capabilities. RCO stands for Remote Control Operator, which is exactly what it sounds like. One person, usually with experience as a conductor or engineer, has a control pack, and they can control the train from anywhere in the yard. It's just like an overly complicated set of model trains. The pair of yard jobs slowly sink their way back into DeButt's yard, and the scanner lights up, letting us know that CSX G407 is barreling towards us. This train is loaded grain from Evansville, Indiana to Rockmart, Georgia. On point would be CSX 7894, a C40-8W built in 1993 for CSX. Soon after, the pair of Norfolk Southern GEs we saw earlier would pull out a cut of manifest cars to be taken north on the CNO&TP to Cincinnati. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any future uploads.